If my hair was so dead, if my hair was so damaged, why do I still have curl definition? Why do I still have a curl pattern? Hey guys, so if you follow me at all on social media, then you would know that I got my hair colored last week. I actually vlogged the whole process, and I was gonna upload it like the day afterwards, but I decided to wait and then give you guys enough time to ask me questions that I knew were coming. Plus, I really needed the color to settle down a little bit, if you know what I mean. So the reason behind going lighter was because before, you guys know I had Pintura highlights, but my hair had grown out so much. Like, I think I grew, I'd say around 4 to 6 inches after the Pintura highlights, and it just didn't blend. Color was faded, it didn't look good. I had more black than I did brown. So that explains this color. I contacted Morel weeks in advance before the appointment. We discussed what I wanted, which is this color right here. It's an all over ombre look. She described it as a color melt. But to keep things in simpler terms, basically my roots are still my natural color. My roots have not been bleached at all. It transitions into a medium to light brown as you get to the mid shaft, and then the ends are supposed to be a dark sandy blonde. This whole process, y'all, based off the lightener she used, which I feel like it was around 20 volume or 30 volume. I know it wasn't any higher than 30 because my hair can't take that. Based off of the lightener that I think she used, the whole process took about, I'd say 4 or 5 hours. I didn't leave the salon until nighttime. So yeah, the color looks, it looks a little bit different than what it did a week ago. I think on camera, because she blended the colors so well, on camera it kind of all just looks like one solid color and then my root color. But in person, you can see the dimension in the color, and then also you can see my transition color a little bit better depending on the angle and the way the light hits it. So after the lightening process, she did use a purple shampoo on my hair, I believe, just to get rid of any brassiness. I didn't want my hair to be brassy. Some people like that look, but I don't like the brassiness. So about damage. If you're an OG subscriber of mine, you know that at some point in the early days of my YouTube channel, I said that no matter what you do, bleaching your hair is going to alter the texture of your hair. I still stand by that statement. I don't know in which video I said it,
but I know I said it.
So basically what bleaching is doing is oxidizing the hair. It's destroying pigmentation molecule, hydrogen bond, breaking down the fatty acids in the hair. It's lifting up the cuticle of the hair. All of this just to lift up the color of the hair. That sounds crazy and it sounds like a lot is going on, which it is. So no matter what, after that process is done, your texture will not be the same as it was before. It's no longer virgin hair. It's chemically treated hair. Does that mean chemically treated hair is severely damaged hair?
No.
Some people have been asking me if I've noticed a difference in my curl pattern relative to how it feels. And actually I haven't. Part of that is because during the whole lightening process, she did use bond builders. All those bonds that are being destroyed and broken down in the bleaching process are being rebuilded at the same time due to the bond builder she uses. She used I think it's the Coral Silk Glaze Protein Treatment, which basically brings back some of the natural elasticity and shine that my hair already had previously. So one of the main reasons why our hair always looks a little bit more looser when it's wet is because of those hydrogen molecules. So this is just my opinion based off the information that I've gathered online. This is years and years of research. The hydrogen bonds in your hair basically shape the curl while it's wet, which is why it looks a little bit different wet than it does dry. I do feel like the bleaching process has altered those hydrogen molecules, and I have noticed my pattern is a little bit looser when it's wet. Keyword: wet. When my hair dries, my pattern, my texture is the exact same as 2-3 years ago. And due to the bond builders that were used in my hair actually feels better leaving the salon than it did before even arriving at the salon. I don't know how or why, but my hair just feels silkier, it feels stronger, overall it just feels better. Despite being blonde, it's holding its curl much better than it did before. You guys can read up on this if you want. It took a lot of research, and I didn't learn all of this overnight. This is just, like I said, this is years and years of research and knowledge. So yeah, I just find it so funny how one of my videos got reposted on Instagram. There were like 2 comments or something like that. I don't remember what they said word for word, but basically it was insinuating that the health of my hair was not the same as before, which is so funny to me because if my hair was so dead, if my hair was so damaged, why do I still have curl definition? Why do I still have a curl pattern? I feel like because we're fed this same information all the time, it's like programmed into our brains to automatically think bleached hair means damaged hair, which isn't always the case. Or light colored hair means damaged hair. There are certain aspects of your hair that can be altered during the process, but just because your hair has been bleached, that doesn't make it severely damaged. If my hair was damaged, I would come out and say, hey you guys, my hair is damaged. I will say though, since my hair is lighter, I can see my ends a little bit better, and my ends do need a trim. Like, they needed a trim even before I got my hair light. So that's like the only con of this whole process. My ends need to be clipped. I haven't fully trimmed them yet. I trimmed about like 12 strands earlier today just because it was getting on my nerves. But I'm saving it for a video. I want to show you guys how I trim my hair, because I usually trim my own hair every 3 to 4 months. So as for maintenance, when you're color treating your hair, you know, that's more maintenance for your hair. I don't care what anyone says, you can't do the same thing to your hair that you were doing prior to you getting it colored. Because like I mentioned earlier, your hair is no longer virgin hair. It's chemically treated. It's more prone to damage based off environmental changes, the products you use, the constant manipulation of it. That doesn't mean that color treated hair is just more fragile and brittle. It's just there are more things that you have to do to keep it to reaching that point of becoming fragile and brittle. But as far as the upkeep, you guys have seen it. I've been using oils so much more frequently now. Even in the summer, I was using oils. I deep condition every single time I wash my hair. I wash my hair twice a week now, so I'm deep conditioning my hair twice a week. So I'm using a lot of heavier products now, and I'm not using gel as much, which is very drying on your hair if you don't know what you're doing with it. But I didn't want to make this video too long. This is just a little update just to answer a couple questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down below. How many of you guys watching this video have color treated hair? Comment down below. So yeah, as usual, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all on Sunday. Turn on my post notifications, because I think Sunday's video is going to be a good one. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but turn on my post notifications, and I will see y'all later. Take your time on me.